Take a look here at a chart. Now this is particular to the United States, right? We've been talking mostly about elections and making decisions for leaders, and most of what we've been talking about is particular to the United States. When we take a look at the United States, we can see a couple of fun facts on the bottom. One, the United States has 50 states. And we see a state has many cities and towns. So basically what this is doing, it's going from the very wide, the very big region, the whole country, and it's going down to a smaller region and a much smaller area. So we have the United States, we have a state, we have a city or town. Let's take a look at this video. By the way, there are 50 states, as it says down here. If you look at all these divisions, there are 50 states. These are 48 states up here. 48 states right here. They're all together. They're all connected. These two states, 1 and 2, are not connected. They're away or apart from the rest of the 48 states. Alaska, of course, is up here, and Hawaii, way over here. It's off this chart, right? It's out in the Pacific Ocean. But these are the other two states that are not connected to the lower 48. We say these are the lower 48. Lower 48. Lower because Alaska is north. Okay, lower 48. But these are all states. Let's take a look at a video. Now this, of course, is America. Like I said before, here's Alaska, here's Hawaii. Of course, they're put down here. They're not really here, right? They're over here and up here, respectively. But this is a chart of the United States of America, the country. And if we take a look at the chart here, we can see we can outline one state and bring it up so we can see one state here. And this, of course, is the state of California. And there's a couple of islands here that are also part of the state of California. Okay, so that's interesting. We saw that diagram. They singled it out and they zoomed in right on the state. So basically what we start off with a very big region, the United States, right? And then we singled out to California, right? But we can go one more very small in region, right? So when we're talking about size, this is the biggest size, smaller size is a state, and the smallest size here we have is city or town. Okay? And by the way, this is the city of Los Angeles. You've probably heard of it. It's a very famous city. It's right about there in California. Well, this pen isn't very close. But anyway, it's about right there in California. So we start out really far, we zoomed in on California, and then we zoomed in on a city in California. Now when we talk about these different regions, we can talk about the leaders of these different regions. Of course, the city or town, we have a mayor. Here we have the governor. And over here we have, what is the leader of a country? Do you remember? That's right, a president. President. So the president. So the leader of a country is a president, the leader of a state is a governor, and the leader of a city or town is a mayor. Okay, so let's move on. And now we have a question. I hope you paid attention to the last slide. Okay, write the correct type of leader for each picture. We just covered this, so this should be easy. Now let's take a look at our pictures, 1, 2, and 3. We have pictures showing the different regions we just talked about. Number 1 is Georgia. By the way, Georgia is a state. It's a state over here on the east coast of America, southern east coast of America. That is a state. What did I just say the leader of a state is? The leader of a state is a governor. So a governor is the leader of a state. That's picture number 1. Picture number 2, we have the whole country. We have 50 states, the lower 48, Alaska, and Hawaii included with the lower 48. So this is the entire country of America. Do you remember the leader of the country the leader of a country? We call that person a president. It's not just of America. Many countries have presidents, right? Korea has a president. So the leader of a country is called a president. Not all countries call their leaders presidents. Some countries call them different names. But for America, Korea, many other countries in the world, president is a very common name for the leader of the country. Over here, this is the smallest unit or the smallest region of our 3 pictures. It is a city or a town. Very beautiful, actually, by the way. It's very nicely reflected in the water, or the lake, or the sea that it's next to. But what is the leader of a city or town? What do we call that person? We call that person a mayor. Okay, so we have governor for a state, president for a country, mayor for a city. Okay, let's look at our true-false questions here. We have 3 questions. Now we need to determine whether they are true or false. Actually, 3 statements, right? So number 1, a ballot means choosing a leader or leaders by a vote. Does that sound right? Sounds a little strange, right? Because a ballot